Welcome back to my YouTube channel Rare Money Exchange. What if I told you a single penny, one you could have found in your pocket yesterday, is now worth $755,000? That's not clickbait. That's the mind-blowing truth behind a 2009 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, and no, it's not made of solid gold. It's a regular OL penny, but with a twist so rare, collectors are practically begging to buy it. In this video, we'll uncover the mystery behind this tiny copper treasure, reveal why it's worth hundreds of thousands, and show you exactly what to look for, because there could be one hiding in your home right now. Stay tuned. Your next move could change everything. It all started in 2009, the year the U.S. Mint released the bicentennial Lincoln pennies, celebrating 200 years since Abraham Lincoln's birth. 4 different reverse designs. 1 historic year. And one enormous mistake among the millions of coins minted. A few were struck without a mint mark, a detail so small, most people never noticed. But coin collectors? Oh, they noticed, because mint marks are like a coin's birth certificate. Without it, the identity becomes a mystery, and in the world of numismatics, mystery equals money, like $755,000 kind of money. You ever toss a penny into a fountain and wish to be rich? Turns out, you should have checked the date first. But here's the real twist. The reason this no mint mark penny is so valuable has nothing to do with the mint mark itself. We'll get to that. But first, let's break down what makes this coin so rare. The 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny isn't rare because of its design. It's rare because of its errors and its condition. We're talking about coins graded MS67 and above, near perfect condition. These are the unicorns of the coin world. Only a handful exist. And once they're bought, they vanish into private collections forever. That's why one sold at auction for $755,000. And prices are only going up. Double die reverse, Lincoln's log cabin looking like a glitch in the matrix, weak strike errors, where Abe's face looks like it was drawn with a crayon. Off-center strike, like the mint was in a rush to clock out. No mint mark in Philadelphia, when there should have been one. And then, there's the ultra-rare version no one's talking about. It's not just missing a mint mark, it's made from the wrong metal alloy. Stick around, because in just a minute, we'll show you how. To test your 2009 penny at home, the average American home has over $50 in loose change, and among those pennies, could be the key to your next chapter. Imagine paying off your mortgage with a coin that's been in your junk drawer since 2009. Imagine waking up tomorrow with freedom, because you made the choice to look seriously. The next time you roll your eyes at a penny on the floor, ask yourself, am I stepping over $755,000? Look for the reverse designs, log cabin, formative years, professional life, and presidency. Check for the no mint mark, especially if you're on the East Coast, where Philly coins are more common. Look for odd textures, off-center designs, or ghost-like images, and then use a magnifier and a scale. Rare error coins will sometimes weigh differently, especially those struck on foreign planchets. In just a second, I'm going to tell you how one man turned a handful of pennies into over $1 million in just 3 weeks. But first, be the second. Your $1 million penny could be closer than you think. Like, subscribe, and share this video, because someone you know might be sitting on a fortune they don't even see. What if I told you that a dirty, forgotten penny hiding in your kitchen drawer could be worth more than your entire retirement fund? That's right. A 1967 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark recently made headlines when it was valued at a jaw-dropping $586,000. And if you think that's just some coin collector's fantasy, buckle up. Because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal why this common-looking penny could be your ticket to a life of wealth and freedom if you act fast. You see, 1967 was a very unusual year for American coinage. The U.S. Mint had stopped using mint marks entirely between 1965 and 1967 to prevent coin hoarding. But, and here's where it gets juicy, not all 1967 pennies were created equal, and no, your penny doesn't need to be dipped in gold or signed by Abraham Lincoln himself to be worth $500,000. Though, let's be honest, that would definitely help the truth. Rare die varieties, minting errors, and exceptional condition coins from this year have exploded in value. Especially the ones with bold doubling, off-center strikes, and yes, that magical no mint mark. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where your palms might start sweating. The most valuable 1967 Lincoln penny to date was found in pristine condition, MS67 red, and sold for $586,000 at a high-stakes auction. If you wait too long to check your coins, oxidation, scratches, or just plain old time could erode its value to mere cents. When's the last time you actually looked at a penny? No, really, did you even know Lincoln faced right on it? Every day, thousands of rare coins are unknowingly spent at gas stations and grocery stores. Some of the most valuable are sitting in jars across America, collecting dust instead of cash. No mint mark. That's your starting point, pristine condition, little to no wear, full details, vibrant reddish tone, double die obverse, DDO. This means the letters or numbers look slightly doubled, a major error and huge value bump. Off-center strike or die cracks. Minting mistakes equals money grading, MS65 or higher? You're sitting on gold, but copper, and here's the urgent part. As more of these rare 1967 pennies are discovered and hit the market, value will begin to drop. Scarcity creates value. Abundance? Not so much. You're sitting at your kitchen table, sorting through old change with your morning coffee. You spot an old penny, slightly red, oddly crisp. You look closer, 1967. No mint mark. Double die letters, you get it appraised. It grades at MS66 red. You sell it for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now you're not just someone who found a coin. You're someone who changed their life with a penny. A penny, you pay off your debts. Desert island, you book that beach trip to Maui. House with garden, maybe even put down a payment on your dream home, all because you chose to look closer. How many 1967 pennies have passed through your hands in the last 10 years? And how many more will slip through, without you ever knowing? Are you holding onto a $586,000 secret right now, without even realizing it? Grab your change jar. Dig into those old drawers. And check every single 1967 Lincoln penny you can find. If you spot one that fits the profile, no mint mark, vibrant red, double die, sharp condition, get it professionally graded immediately, because in the world of coin collecting, the difference between a penny and a payday is just a little knowledge and perfect timing. Want to know the top 3 other penny years that could also be worth over $100,000? Hit that subscribe button, because in the next video, we're diving into a year so rare it makes the 1967 penny look like pocket change. What if I told you the penny sitting in your kitchen drawer could be worth nearly $750,000? I'm talking about the 1969 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has quietly skyrocketed in value while the world slept on it. In fact, one recently fetched a jaw-dropping $746,000 at auction.so. Before you toss out that old jar of coins, this story might just be your ticket to living the life you've always dreamed of: retiring early, buying your dream home, or finally telling your boss, "I'm done, stick with me." Because what I'm about to reveal could literally change your financial future. Let's rewind for a second. The year is 1969. The Beatles are on the radio, Neil Armstrong just walked on the moon, and Lincoln pennies are rolling off the Denver mint presses by the billions. But something strange happened. Amid the flood of ordinary coins, a few pennies slipped through with a fatal flaw, a mistake so subtle, so rare, that most people never noticed, and yet, this mistake would later turn them into literal gold mines. Most people who found one, spent it, gone. Just like that. A $700,000 fortune handed over for a pack of GUM.so. What makes this 1969 penny so incredibly valuable? It's not just the date. It's not even the mint mark. It's what shouldn't be there, but is a rare error. A double die obverse, that means Lincoln's face, the words liberty, and in God we trust, they appear doubled, but only under close inspection. And only on a tiny handful of coins that should never have made it into circulation. Ever squint at a coin and wonder if your eyes are playing tricks on you? Well, in this case, it's not your glasses, it's the US Mint who made the mistake. Turns out even Uncle Sam can have a blurry day. Now here's where things get really interesting. In 2008, a pristine 1969 penny with this double die error went to auction, and the final bid? $746,000. That's not a typo. A penny worth more than a brand new luxury home in Florida, and the best part, that wasn't even the only one. More of these rare coins are still out there, hiding, forgotten in old coffee cans, dresser drawers, or passed down in inheritance boxes never opened. You could be sitting on generational wealth and not even know it. And here's why: now is the best time to check. With the current boom in coin collecting and record-breaking auctions, values have skyrocketed. We're seeing coins that were worth $50 a decade ago sell for $5,000 or more today, and high-grade error coins like the 1969 double die, they're in demand like never before. So how do you know if you have one, and what signs should you be looking for to confirm it's real and not just a wishful fake? We're diving into that next, and trust me, you'll want to grab a magnifying glass. So here's how you spot a 1969 double die Lincoln penny that could be worth 6 figures. Check the date. It must read 1969 with a clear D mint mark below the date. The rare double die variety only exists with the D mint mark. No other mint will do. Look closely at the lettering on the front of the coin, especially Liberty and In God We Trust. If they appear doubled, as in slightly shadowed or doubled up strokes, you may be holding the real deal. Examine Lincoln's profile. If there's any doubling around the eye, nose, or jawline, that's a key sign. Use a 10x magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. A naked eye won't always catch it, and if you think you have one, do not clean it. Don't polish it. Don't even sneeze on it. Instead, contact a certified coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate and grade your coin. This could mean the difference between a $200 coin and a $700,000 payday. What if this coin doesn't just change your life, but your children's? Your grandchildren's? What if that little penny becomes your legacy? Right now, someone out there has one. Will it be you? Or will it be the person who watches this after you and checks their coins first? Fortune favors the curious. So go check those pennies and start living the life you deserve. Subscribe for more hidden gems, and maybe, just maybe, your fortune is closer than you think. What if I told you a single penny could be worth more than your house, your car, maybe even your entire retirement fund? That's right, a 1973 Lincoln penny without a mint mark just shattered expectations in the coin collecting world. It recently sold for $654,000 at auction, and here's the kicker: it looks just like the one you might have forgotten in your kitchen drawer. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how this tiny copper coin might just be your ticket to a wealthy lifestyle. And before you toss that penny into the nearest tip jar, trust me, you're going to want to see this first. It's 1973. The Vietnam War is winding down, gas is 39 cents a gallon, and the average American is busy watching the Brady Bunch. But behind the scenes, a minting mystery unfolds. Over 3.8 billion Lincoln cents were produced that year, most from Philadelphia, which traditionally used no mint mark. But a few rare pennies slipped through the cracks. These coins were struck with errors so rare, they'd become the holy grail of modern penny collectors. The 1973 no mint mark Lincoln penny isn't rare because of its quantity, it's rare because of its condition, composition, and subtle die variations. One such coin, verified by PCGS in mint state condition, MS67RD, shocked the world with a sale of $654,000. Because collectors today are willing to spend more on perfection than ever before. But what's hiding in your change jar? Let's find out. Because next, I'll show you exactly what details can make a 1-cent coin worth over $500,000. First, condition is king. If your 1973 penny is in mint state, meaning it has no scratches, no wear, and a rich red shine, you're already looking at a 4 to 5 figure coin. Not if it's been through the laundry 17 times and chewed by your dog. Sorry, your $1 million dreams may have to wait. But that's just the beginning. What really sends these coins skyrocketing in value are errors and variations, such as Lincoln's face or the lettering appears slightly doubled, raised lines or blobs caused by damage to the minting die. Combine that with an untouched finish, and you've got a coin that dealers and collectors fight over, sometimes literally. Recently, a collector discovered a 1973 no mint mark penny with doubling on In God We Trust. It was graded and sold for over $120,000, and that's not even the record breaker. And then, of course, there's the legendary $654,000 specimen, which had flawless luster, perfect centering, and a population of just one at its grade leveled up. That's what we call a unicorn coin, and if it's in your hands, your entire financial reality could change overnight. Coming up next, I'll show you how to know if your penny could be the next 6-figure discovery, and how to get it verified before someone else cashes in on your fortune. So, how do you turn your 1973 penny into cold, hard cash, deep red color, designated RD by grading companies, doubling in text or image, strong strike with sharp details, any offset or alignment or visible die cracks? Send your coin to a trusted third-party grading service, like PCGS or NGC. Grading is the difference between a penny worth $5 and $500,000. It's like real estate, location matters, but condition is everything. Once certified, reach out to reputable auction houses or rare coin dealers. Look for companies that have previously handled 6-figure penny sales, and no, selling it on eBay for $20 is not the move. That's like selling a Ferrari at a yard sale. These coins belong on the big stage, where wealthy collectors compete to own a piece of numismatic history. Here's the truth: most people walk past wealth every single day, but the ones who succeed, they look closer. So, the next time you find a 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, look again. Because it might not just be a penny, it might be your passport to financial freedom. Subscribe now for more hidden coin treasures, and if you found a rare penny, drop a comment below and let us know. Your story could be the next video. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, just one tiny, worn-out copper coin, could unlock the door to a life of financial freedom, that right now, sitting in an old jar, tucked away in your attic, you could be holding a 1973 D Lincoln penny worth over $774,000. Sounds impossible, right? I mean, it's a penny. You might have flipped it into a fountain once, made a wish, and walked away. But here's the thing, someone out there didn't walk away. They looked closer, and they cashed in big. When's the last time you stared at a penny and thought, could this pay off my mortgage? Probably never. Until today, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how one 1973 D Lincoln penny shocked the coin world, sold for hundreds of thousands, and why yours, yes, yours, could be next. But there's one tiny detail that makes all the difference. Miss it, and that fortune slips right through your fingers. Stay with me. Let's rewind the clock. It's 1973. Gas is 39 cents a gallon, the Vietnam War is ending, and in Denver, the U.S. Mint is churning out Lincoln pennies like they're going out of style. Over 3.5 billion 1973 D Lincoln pennies were made. So why would one be worth more than a Lamborghini, a beach house, and your kids' college tuition combined? The secret lies in rare minting errors, die varieties, and historical demand. Some 1973 D pennies were struck with incredible anomalies, double dies, off-center strikes, and even rare transitional planchets. In one case, a 1973 D penny was discovered with a double die obverse. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" were slightly doubled. That microscopic error turned an ordinary coin into a $774,000 jackpot at auction. But here's the kicker, this error isn't always visible to the naked eye. Which means millions of Americans could be holding a six-figure penny and not even know it. Imagine this, you give away an old penny at a garage sale, and a collector flips it for $750,000. You'd be crushed, right? That's the fear, that you're sitting on a fortune and might give it away for 1 cent. That's the excitement, that your next glance at an old penny could rewrite your financial future. And that's the urgency, because as we speak, collectors, dealers, and resellers are scooping up rare 1973 D pennies at lightning speed. The market is hot. The demand is real. And the clock is ticking. Here's how to tell if your 1973 D penny is worth a fortune. Look for the tiny D under the date. No D? Not this version, use a magnifier. Check if Liberty or In God We Trust looks slightly doubled. The IT should weigh about 3.11 grams. Some error coins struck on the wrong planchet might weigh less. This could mean big money. If your coin is in pristine condition, uncirculated or near mint, its value skyrockets. Get it certified by a top grading service like PCGS or NGC. That's how coins break auction records, and no, scrubbing it with toothpaste won't restore the value. If anything, it'll just kill your millionaire dreams. One verified 1973 D Lincoln penny sold for $774,000. And right now, other examples are being listed for hundreds of thousands. Most people will never know they had it. They'll toss it in a tip jar, vacuum it off the floor, or worse, spend it at a gas station. Don't let that be you. You don't need to be a collector. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to look and act, because buried in your change jar might be the opportunity of a lifetime. One penny. One moment. One decision, to chase the life you deserve. Hit that like button if you've ever dreamed of finding treasure. Subscribe if you want to learn how to turn old coins into serious cash, and comment below if you're checking your coins tonight because someone's 1973 D penny is worth $774,000. What if I told you that a coin sitting in your kitchen drawer right now is worth over $744,000? No, this isn't a late night infomercial, and I'm not about to sell you a magic frying pan. I'm talking about a 1993 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. A coin most people overlook. A coin you might have accidentally dropped at a gas station. But for a select few, this humble penny has turned into a life-changing jackpot. This isn't just about a penny, it's about unlocking hidden wealth, retirement freedom, and finally living the lifestyle you deserve. Because if you miss this, that tiny piece of copper might just vanish from your life forever. So what makes this penny so valuable? And how do you know if you have one? The year was 1993. Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents, just like every other year. Nothing unusual at first glance. But that's where the story twists. A handful of coins, and I mean only a handful, were struck with incredible minting anomalies. We're talking off-center strikes, double dies, and rare composition errors. The kind of flaws that collectors go crazy over. Imagine buying a scratch-off lottery ticket and finding out it's worth nearly $750,000. except it's made of metal and says 1 cent. One such penny, authenticated and graded, sold for a jaw-dropping $744,000 at auction. Why? Because of its ultra-rare doubling error, a flawless red color that's been preserved like fine wine, and a mint-state condition most collectors only dream of. But here's the real question: how many of these are still out there, hidden, forgotten, waiting? Now here's where it gets real. Most people watching this, maybe even you, have no idea what's in their coin jars. And every day that goes by, these rare pennies vanish, scooped up by savvy collectors, sold in secret auctions, or lost forever. And that means every second you wait, your chance at turning 1 cent into $744,000 slips further out of reach. But the good news? It's not too late. In fact, some of the most valuable coins in history were found by average Americans, teachers, truck drivers, even retirees, who simply took the time to look closer. I mean, come on, if Grandma can spot $1 million penny while searching for her reading glasses, what's stopping you? You're holding a 1993 penny. You get it appraised. The expert's eyes widen. You hear the word rare strike. A month later, you're standing in front of a six-figure check. No debts. No worries. Just possibilities, but to unlock that reality, you have to know what to look for. Grab every 1993 penny you have, look for doubling on Lincoln's eyes, ears, and the words, "In God We Trust." Check for that brilliant red shine, the kind that screams uncirculated. And whatever you do, don't clean your coins. It could destroy the value, because there's something else, a little-known variation of the 1993 penny that could be worth even more. But most people don't even know it exists. Want to know what it is? Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon, because in our next video, we're revealing the secret minting mistake that turned 1 penny into a private fortune.